All right, hello, it's Mr. Crozier. I'm going to help you with our exponential equations that we've been doing. Problem number one. We are starting with $800 in the bank, and it's increasing by 15%. So what that means is we're going to start here with $800 in the bank, and then we're going to move to year number one, and we're going to multiply it and increase it by 15%. So what that means is if I have 100%, and I add on 15%, I'm going up by 115%. And the decimal for this is 1.15. So what I want to do, and this is calculator work, you take 800 times 1.15. And now we're up to 920. And then if I want to go another year, I take that number, which is 920, and times it by 1.15 again. And now I'm up to 1,058. And now I'm at 1,058, and I take that 1,058 and I times it by 1.15, and I'm up to 1,217. And I just continue the pattern. And we learned a couple different things here. There's some shortcuts we can use on the calculator. If we do this, if we type in 800 and press enter, we can get the calculator to repeatedly multiply by just hitting times, it says answer, 1.15. Now we're at 920. Then we press it again, we're at 1058. We press it again, we're here. We press it again for year 4, we're at 1399. And then it asks for year 5, so I hit it again and I'm at 1609. Hit it again and I'm at 1850 for year 6, but then look, it jumps to year 10. So this is 7, 8, 9, 10. Different calculators work different ways. If you can figure out the way your calculator works, you can use that. Otherwise, you just have to type it in every time. And then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is 65, 10. And I'm just rounding to the nearest whole dollar. 14 or 16, 17, 18, 19. Oops, 20. 13,093. All right, but there's another way to do that, and that's with the equation. And the equation here is y is equal to starting amount of 800 times the rate of 1.15 raised to the x power. And this is an exponential equation, which is in the form y equals ab to the x. That's our new equation for the chapter. All right, so the expressions are, let's start down here because this is the fun one, 800 times 1.15 to the 20th power. I can type that into my calculator, times 1.15, and then put an exponent of 20. And it will give me 1309. And we can do that for all of them. 15 and 10. And all the way down to the very first one, which would be 800 times 1.15 to the 0 power. And what do we know about the 0 power is 1, so this is 1 times 800, which is 800. All right, so we have this chart. You can fill out the rest of it, and then we're going to graph it. I'm going to go ahead and pull up I'm going to show you my own graph right here. Here's my finalized graph. It has my chart and everything. Down at the bottom, we put the years to 20. We can put the money to 20. And if you plot the points, what you're going to see is this nice smooth curve because it's an exponential graph. It's growing in the shape of a curve, not a line. So this is how you want to make each problem. All right, I'm going to show you some other ones. Problem number 2. The rate here, the equation here is 1200 times 1.085 because it's 8.5%, and you can fill it all the way in. Do your same graph. This one curves up just a little bit. But again, the equation is 1200 times 1.085 because that's 108.5% to the 20th will give you this. When you get to problem number 3, it is 1800 losing 20%. So if you have 100% minus 20%, you have 80%. And 80% is 0.8. Make the chart and look at this graph. It slopes down. Make sure you can get all of these numbers on your calculator. And the last one very quickly, 1,200, losing 10%. If you lose 10%, you're down to 90. There's the equation. The price, and we talked about this in class. These are about car values. You buy a car, it starts out, every year you drive it, you lose value in your car. All right, hope this helps you get through your homework. Don't just copy these numbers down. Make sure you can fill out this table on your own. Use these numbers to check it. Make sure you can get all these with the calculator.